It's really easy to say, I would have done this, until you've ever been in that situation. Discussions, not arguments, but just discussions with friends that are like, oh, this is what I do. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. And they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. You don't train. You've never done stress-induced training. You sitting on the 5-yard line at the shooting range, shooting a paper target with your Glock is completely different than being stressed out and having something actually happen to you, and then you try to make a decision. Like, it's crazy.
One of the stories you've told that stands out to me about this in particular was when you were doing training with I think it was a group of guys or a company, and they were like, oh, well, I would just do this. And then you started pushing one of the guys to see whether or not he would. So not only could he not draw his weapon, but he never thought to push back to get space.
Not once. I was like slapping him.
Froze. Because you're fixated on like that thing, right?
That's why training is critical. And we're so lucky the background that we came up in, because all these things that we know to do, most of them subconsciously is because of the environment. Yeah, and that's why we need more companies.
We were stress inoculated.
Yes. We need more companies to understand what Randy's teaching. Now, there's companies out there that provide great training, but that's the difference of a frogman running a training company, is just knowing. And bro, you saved that guy from a major lawsuit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a major lawsuit that's I don't care who says like, oh, you're in Texas. Guess what? They're still, somebody's going to come after you.
Yeah,
100%. Somebody's going to come after you. You're going to have a ridiculous amount of legal fees over a truck. And more importantly, and I want to reiterate this, more importantly, like what Randy said, his daughter and grandkids were downstairs. He's shooting from a balcony. He has the elevated position. He has the advantage in the gunfight.
Yes.
These guys are thugs that are breaking into a vehicle. Do you think they're going to be scanning and looking around for an elevated shooting position, or do you think they're just going to start returning fire like the guys we dealt with overseas, like just shooting over their head, like running away?
Spraying and praying, recon by fire, all that.
Yeah, so man, that's crazy. Well, dude, I am super proud of your client, man, for making that call.
Yeah, that's a success story.
Yeah, dude. That's why I wanted to mention him here today.
Please,
like he's,
Well, if
I'm so proud of him, and
I hope he listens to this somehow, because I want him to know, like, it's not just Randy that's proud of you, man. There's a lot of, and I know a lot of our listeners that align with your thought process. I guess I should say the three of our thought process and our values are going to be like, bro, like, that's freaking incredible.